I love Shanghai. I've been here for 15 years about, I'd say more or less, and I really love the city. For China, it's really kind of like a city that really moves a lot, where there's a lot of things happening, and it's always very exciting. It's changed a lot in the time that I've been here, since 2006 to now. It really went from being something where suddenly everything was possible at the beginning, to suddenly everything is more developed, and now everything is more serious, I find. Yet still many things are being done, and it's very exciting. It's very it's hard to really pinpoint what exactly makes me like Shanghai this much. I think it's like a city that's always kind of alive. There's always something happening every single day. There's something happening. There's like a new show opening. There's a new thing. You want to do something, you can do it. Usually you have all these things happening all the time. So you don't really have time to really be bored. And yeah, love it. I don't know. Well, until the lockdown, life's been has been a lot about meeting friends, just like hanging out with friends. I've started to bike quite a bit, and there's this whole community of people who bike. There's kind of like a community for everything in China, which is great, especially in Shanghai. I used to do capoeira. There's this huge community of capoeiristas. We started to do the show on the frisbee. We find there's a huge community around the frisbee. I've started to bike a lot. There's a huge community around biking at night, biking in the morning. It's kind of really, that's my my spare time in Shanghai, has been kind of like joining communities and doing activities with communities and people from all around. Actually, not really. I think for artists, Shanghai is really not the best place to be, because it's a very market-driven city, and for an artist it's better to, there are many other cities that have more of a laid-back creative options and things to do as an artist. You have cities like even Beijing, which is more cultural, or you have Chengdu, which is very vibrant at the moment. Shanghai is more of a place for finding projects, and so finding projects, doing events, Shanghai is a place to be. Being an artist, it's better to be outside, but to have a presence, if possible, in a gallery or with an agency, right, here in Shanghai. So this is our recent project, and it's with artists from around the world, and some in China, some are outside. They've all been asked to custom make frisbees. So this is actually a product that we made. And these are all frisbees that have been very limited edition prints, basically, one of a kind. And you have artists from kind of like all over. These are all artists that we have a long time partnership with. There are some from Australia, from Russia, from France, from Germany, really from all over the world. And in all kinds of types, you have some who are illustrators, others who are more like installation-based artists, but who've all like personalized their own frisbee. And so this is a way of connecting people through art. There's one advantage is we're a bit of a curiosity, so it's kind of like interesting. Like the brands like to find foreigners to do things, because they know that if he is a foreigner, then other places in China might not have seen him yet. So this is kind of like an advantage that we have on getting projects, on getting things. However, it's also a major difficulty where there's a lot of projects where we do, for example, every year we organize a street art event in Shanghai. We've organized this for the past 2 years, and it's a big challenge for foreigners now, including them, because suddenly with foreigners we need to have a lot more authorizations and things which have changed over time. Before it used to be very easy to get, now it's getting a lot more difficult. So there's an advantage and a disadvantage with foreigners. when we get foreigners for projects, if it's for government-related projects, then there's a lot more documentations to apply for, a lot more regulations to fit, which is an advantage with Chinese and local artists where we don't have this trouble. And like, you know, issues of visa and stuff like that. Actually, it's 3 years ago was kind of a perfect time for artists to live in Shanghai. And at the time, it was really very open, like 2019. At that time, it was very open for locals and foreigners who really easily could get one to come in, to come out. And there was a lot of good collaborations happening between local and foreign artists together. And this has been a challenge that's been created since COVID, basically. That's made this situation very difficult. Well, I think for foreign artists, it's all about connection. So it's all about coming and meeting people. And the more you meet people, the more you get people to know that you're here. And it's this kind of connection is what will get you projects and will get you jobs. So when you first arrive, if you limit like how you connect with people to like a very small group that you go to on RC, you might have trouble getting projects, getting known. It's really going with an open mind and going to many kind of like places, even places that are not directly linked to art, but where you'll suddenly meet someone who knows someone who knows someone who's into art, who things. And so it's this kind of community connection that really brings you projects. This is what's very true in China and especially in Shanghai.